Hello and welcome to the weather update. It's 10:30 on September 24th, 2023. A little bit later tonight because I want to look at some of the models. Today is just a really just crappy day. Drizzly, light rain, some occasional moderate to even heavy rain. This radar might fool you into thinking that these little green blobs here are light, but they're not. Because it's tropical rain, it can be heavier than what the model shows. You can see the worst of it is more inland. Looking at the radar, the other radar that we have here, you can see, again, don't be fooled. Some of these could be heavy. There's definitely a heavy one over there south of Riverhead. And then the steadier, heavier rain is over there. But it's really been just a damp, disgusting, horrible day across the area as we deal with the remnants of Ophelia that are just kind of sitting over us. Looking at the jets, looking at the satellite, you can see the story. They're kind of just sitting over us. There's nothing moving. It's just stalled out over us. And if you go to the north, you'll see it's nice and clear. So if you go up to like maybe Plattsburgh, you probably have nice weather. But for us, we're stuck in this gloom, and we're going to be stuck in this gloom for, unfortunately, for at least part of tomorrow as well, which really does suck. Latest rainfall reports. We'll just look at this for a moment here. You see that some of the areas in New Jersey got over an inch of rain here. Hudson County, Union County. Of course, this does not include the southern part of New Jersey, but you can see here parts of the city getting well over an inch of rain here. Nassau County, an inch and a half. Queens, Ozone Park, up to 1.73. Some parts of Suffolk, like Blue Point, up to 1.63, and it's still going to be raining through at least part of tomorrow. This is just stuck here, stalled out. Looking at the weather map, you'll see here we got this low that's just kind of sitting over us. Nothing is really moving at all. If we go to the National Hurricane Center, you'll see it's not even being tracked as a depression anymore. However, we do have Tropical Storm Felipe with maximum sustained winds. If this one's also going to probably stay out in the ocean and stay as a tropical storm right now, I'll just briefly go over this one. Felipe is holding steady at 11 p.m. Its location is 17.1 north, 43.3 west, about 1,280 miles west of Cabo Verde Islands, and about 1,305 miles east of the northern Leeward Islands. Maximum sustained winds are 50 miles an hour. It's moving west-northwest at 14 miles an hour, and the minimum responsive pressure is 1,000 millibars. So I'm not going to really spend too much time on this. We're going to talk about all this rain that we're getting here. So let's look at some of the observations that we got right now. I got to find the map, the weather and hazards map here. You can also see there's some severe weather in Texas too. They are getting some severe weather over there, but for us, it's just the doom and the gloom. You know, and I would take heat over this. I hate this kind of weather. I hate this rainy, cloudy weather that lingers around. I'd take a heat wave over this. This is horrible. So east-northeast wind at 10, gust. The winds aren't as bad, but you can see light rain, mist, drizzle. That's pretty much been the deal all day today across the area. So let's look at precipitation here. And we'll go look at... I'll max this to the 72 hours so you see how much rain is falling. Since this whole thing started, you can see parts of Long Island. I don't know where they got those higher numbers from. I'm not seeing them on this map. But most of Long Island, it's mostly been the rain hasn't been torrential or heavy. It's just been persistent, if anything. Does seem like here's Ocean County, which has a flood watch, and these are the areas that have gotten a lot of rain, like Toms River, closing in on 5 inches of rain, 4.47 over there. It's incredible to see. Just ridiculous amounts of rain. We'll just go over the 24-hour totals from today. Not really showing all that much, oddly enough, on here. Like I said, it's been a drizzle. It's been persistent, and it just doesn't stop. And that's the main thing about it. As far as Jersey goes, they did get another 0.74 inch of rain. The heavier amounts to the north. That's where the steadier rain has been. But still nothing that heavy. It's just been persistent. It's just been that damn dry. I hate that drizzle. Drizzle is a real annoying thing. So, like I said, we're going to deal with this thing being stalled out for a while. So let's go to our statistics for the day here. Observed weather. Ice slip. Only 64, so 8 degrees below normal on the high, but the low is 62, so it puts us 1 degree below normal. 0.57 inches of rain. Central Park. Central Park, 66 was the high. 7 degrees below normal on the high, 2 degrees below normal for the day, and 0.80 inches of rain. They've already had over 7 inches of rain at Central Park already. So, yeah. All right, let's go to the MODIS satellite here and get a bigger view of what's going on. You can see this is the remnants of Ophelia kind of sitting over us. We have dry weather to the north. However, you'll notice that there's some smoke. Also looks like a lot of fog over Hudson Bay, but you'll notice some smoke as well that has come from these. It looks like they're finally maybe getting there's a lot of clouds over that area where the fires are, so maybe they're getting some rain, hopefully. But you can see there's a lot of smoke going on. Well, actually, no, this is Northwest Territory. This is where the fires are. My mistake. This is just the smoke and the cloud mix, but these are where the fires are. You can see a lot of them going on here in Alberta. Let's see, the Saskatchewan. This is Alberta over here. Can't really see due to the clouds. This is Saskatchewan. This is Manitoba even. Has some wildfires still going on. Still, here we are into late September, and the fires are still burning. You can see that smoke right there. And then a little bit of clear air right there. So the question is, are we going to get into that clear air at all or not? But right now, I just want to get rid of the rain. So let's go to the models, and we'll take a look at what's going to be happening in the upper atmosphere here. And you can clearly see the setup we've got here at the surface. But let's go to the jet stream here, which is, as you see, extremely dysfunctional. So we're looking at the GFS, and you'll see this huge ridge in the jet stream. I mean, it's just a very weak jet stream. This whole area, it goes all the way up to Greenland, which is bringing unseasonable warmth that far north, which is very disturbing. And then you have this little trough over here. So it's just a mess. And meanwhile, our system is just kind of cut off over here, all right? Our remnants of Ophelia system. And you can see it's just going to you can see the jet stream's just completely a mess here at this point. Still going way up into Canada here in the east part here. See a little cut-off trough off the east, off the northwest coast there. This jet stream continues to be extremely dysfunctional. Looks a little better toward the end of the period, but for the most part, this is an extremely dysfunctional jet stream. Let me go to the European model. And it's going to show the same, we're missing parts of the 12Z. All right, we'll have to use the 18Z. You can see the same kind of dysfunction going on in the European. I'm not going to look at the European because the European has not handled things well. The GFS has had the right idea on a lot of stuff lately. So let's go to the upper air here. And you see there's that big, huge ridge there in Canada. Huge ridge, and this is what's trapping our tropical system, our remnants low, is trapping it. You can see it's just highly unusual to see this kind of pattern. That's a huge ridge there in Canada, and that's not good. You can see ridging basically in the whole eastern part of the country. It's not until we get toward October that we finally maybe start to see a little bit of troughing going on here, at least in the long range. But this equates to well above normal temperatures. So if we go to the temperature anomaly chart, you'll see the well above normal temperatures in Canada. We're seeing all those wildfires going on there. This is more towards central Canada now that we see, and it expands into eastern Canada as we get toward later in the week. I mean, way above normal temperatures in eastern Canada as well. Absolutely insane, the kind of temperatures we're seeing. You can see that continues into October until things maybe finally start to change, maybe by a little bit later in the month. Let me go to... This is our severe weather map. You can see that's what the severe weather is in the south. I want to go back to the weather and hazards map here for a minute. Look at some observations and show you what's been going on in Canada right now. So let's do that. So let's see what we got here. 8-mile visibility. I wonder if they're reporting some smoke. Let's see. There's some mist being reported. No smoke, though. I'm checking some observations on these areas here. Let's see. Southeast 59. These are the areas where you're going to start seeing some of this warmth going on. Yeah, 70. That's well above normal and very windy too. See those strong winds? That's what fuels the fires there that they have. So it's not a good situation at all. And some of these sites will be reporting smoke as well. At least it looks like some light rain is falling in Manitoba, perhaps. So we'll have to see what happens there if they get a little bit of rain, at least. But anyway, you can see, look at how warm it is up here. Even all the way up there, 52, that's warm. 59, I should say. That's very warm. That's a buoy. It's really warm. That's a buoy way up in the Labrador Sea. Should not be that warm over there at all. Even if we go into Greenland here, you'll see not that cold. 32 for them is not that cold for this time of the year. It's not good at all. So, and you can take a look at some of these observations in the United Kingdom here too. This buoy here, 50 wind gusts to 54 miles an hour. So it's crazy what's going on. It really is. I kind of wanted to look at some ice slips, the data ice slip today. All right. So let's get back to what we're talking about, the models here. I got a little sidetracked. I apologize, but didn't go out today. You know, the weather is really I can't stand this weather. It's torture for me. I hate it. Like I said, take the heat over this. This is the worst. But anyway, let's go to the surface map now that we looked at all that other stuff. All right. And you'll see for us, look at our temperature anomaly chart. You'll see that we will have temperatures, all right, this is... See, below normal, staying below normal because of that northeasterly flow, so it's kind of upside down. That above normal, but you can see the above normal temperatures in the Midwest, though, and into Canada. I mean, this is October 4th here. We're looking at that's going to equate to temperatures in the 70s all the way up near Hudson Bay and 90s up near Chicago in October. Very abnormal. All right, let's go to the surface here. Very abnormal. Okay, so you can see what the problem is here. We've got this low, and you can see how high. So it's going to take. We may even have some rain lingering into Tuesday here. Right, the GFS was kind of right, not moving it out on Monday like the other models were. But eventually we do dry out. By Wednesday we should dry out. This high pressure kind of moves backwards, and we should actually have a nice weekend as we head into October. All right, and you'll see there's another tropical system right there that we're going to have to worry about. This is way in advance here. If I look at the 12Z, it's probably not even on the run, so don't worry about it. Actually, that wasn't the 12Z. But and we will show you the 12Z GFS, too, just to show you. Again, this is the 12Z GFS. 12Z moves this storm a little quicker offshore. I'm hoping by Tuesday we're done with the rain because I'm going to just go nuts. And you can see drier weather does move in with that high. Kind of pushing in as we get into October, though. Again, it tries to form something, and then it's very unusual. We don't have a jet stream at all. I mean, this is very, very worrying. Very worrying. This is all the stuff that I've been talking about with climate change and climate crisis that nobody wants to listen to. Anyway, let's go a little more into now we looked at the long range. At least we're going to be done with the rain by the later part of this week, but for tonight, we still got those rain chances. Here's the remnant low. Here we are looking at the ARRR. Yep, rain lingers tomorrow afternoon. Finally, I think by later tomorrow afternoon, we finally start wrapping this damn thing up. But you'll still see that there's still a little bit of light rain drizzle that might be patchy over into early Tuesday. Look at that. It throws some more. It's the ARRR. Throws some more rain back on us on Tuesday. It's unbelievable. This thing is not moving. It's not moving. It's just sitting there. It's on. We were supposed to clear out on Tuesday. I mean, not clear out the skies, but at least not have to deal with any more of this crap. But yeah, you can see the ARRR is slowing it down too, because there's no jet stream. There's nothing to move anything along. Everything is pretty much stuck where it is. So let's look at our dew points and wind flow. And you'll see nothing was going to change here too as well. So you see the east winds. All right, though it does show drier air pushing in tomorrow afternoon, which could hopefully help push this precipitate, push this at least the drizzle and the light rain away. But you'll see, and then we have, as we get to Tuesday, the dry air comes a little more in. All right, but you still see the northeast wind. As far as seeing the sun goes, that's probably not going to happen till, who knows, Wednesday. Not seeing the sun, being deprived of the sun is not good. You'll see tomorrow we're going to be cool. Temperatures may only struggle to reach 60 degrees. Pretty much staying in the mid to upper 50s. Same temperatures at night, and then you are to Tuesday, the same thing. Temperatures just don't go anywhere. Everything is like stuck, basically. Stuck, just completely stuck. All right. So let's go look at the RGEM for the skies, and you'll see how long it's going to take to clear this crap out of here. So here we are into tomorrow, and you'll see still stuck in the clouds. Meanwhile, if you're in Maine, you'll have sunshine. If you're up in Albany, you'll even have some sunshine. You definitely won't be dealing with any rain. But we're still sitting in the clouds. Here we are Tuesday, still sitting in the clouds. It's not until Wednesday that we finally maybe start to break out of it, finally, and see some sun again. I mean, 5 days without seeing the sun is bullshit. All right. So, Gloucester and Flagstaff. So one of the things, if you live in a place like Flagstaff, you don't have to deal with this kind of stuff happening. You know, only because of where we are, because we're by the ocean, and this is what happens. Anyway, let's go to the GFS next. And we'll look at the skies on this. Again, to visualize what's going to happen. So you see that low is just not going anywhere, right? Finally start seeing some of the clouds break up on Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday. We'll finally have mostly sunny skies, maybe Saturday finally. We'll have to watch out, see if we have any smoke by then, but it's a ways away, and it's just too far away to see. So let's look at the dew points here, and you'll see, again, there's that easterly flow there that we have here, northeasterly, easterly flow. You'll see drier air, though, builds in by Wednesday, so that should definitely break up the clouds. We still stick with this northeasterly flow. It's persistent. Even here we are into Saturday, still dealing with a northeast flow. Sunday, still dealing with it. So it's very persistent. You see that, right? And then, yeah, and then you see there's a tropical system there. And then as we get, that's when we finally get into the really drier air as we get toward later in the month. Temperatures, because of that easterly, northeasterly flow, temperatures stay on the cool side. So we do warm up with the sun, probably seeing some upper 60s by Wednesday. Thursday, we'll have temperatures back, maybe up near 70, but still probably upper 60s to around 70. So at least it'll be cool. It won't be hot, and we will have the sun come back out again. Though it looks like things could heat up to begin October with temperatures briefly before another cold front comes through. But you'll see again off to the left there, temperatures there up into the 80s and maybe even into Michigan just in October, which is absolutely nuts. None of this is normal. So, but this is the normal. This is the time we're living in. Nothing is normal about it. Let's go to the climate prediction center. That's a 6 to 10 day outlook. They have us above normal, believe it or not. They have the west below normal. Precipitation below, near normal to below normal, which is kind of surprising considering all the rain we're getting. 8 to 14 day, they have us in the above normal and the below normal. If I agree with all this, because again, we're seeing right now, at least this week, that we're going to actually be winding up below normal temperature-wise and above normal precipitation, which is what we've had. So let's go back to the models, and we're going to talk about how much more rain we're going to get, because I haven't covered that yet. So total accumulated precip on the GFS here through Wednesday, we could see another 1 to 2 inches of rain, according to the GFS. Let's look at the HRRR. HRRR, another maybe an inch or so of rain. And up north, maybe 2 inches of rain. Let's go to the NAM, which I haven't showed. So yeah, this is the other model. I have NAM also showing another inch of rain, 1 to 2 inches of rain, perhaps 2 inches of rain further to the north. So yeah, let's take a look at the NAM. That'll be the next model we're going to look at here. I was kind of waiting for this one to come in because it takes a little while sometimes to get the NAM in here. So we'll first look at the 12-kilometer NAM. So you can see here, rain chances continue tomorrow. And then look at this. It just doesn't go anywhere. Tuesday, first, just doesn't go anywhere. Finally, later Tuesday, finally it gets out of here. I mean, it's ridiculous. 2 more days of this shit. I hate this shit. Sorry to rant, but man, this is the worst kind of weather you can ever have. This misery. So here's Tuesday and Monday, and you can see again, there's that rain. Just sits there. Yes, the rain just continues. It doesn't end. There we are tomorrow. Still raining. Still raining Tuesday morning. It finally stops Tuesday, finally. All right? It's just unbelievable with this system. It really is. It really is. You got to rely on the high building down because there's no jet stream to move the damn thing along. This is insanity. Sorry to rant, but man, this is just horrible. But anyway, let's lastly go to our RAP model here, just for the smoke. Even though this is really kind of a moot point, we'll run the smoke model and show you where the smoke is gonna go here. Well, I'll take the smoke over this. Take anything over this. The heat. Take severe thunderstorm over this. This is the worst. Most boring, dull, depressing kind of weather you can have. But anyway, you can see the smokes mainly staying in Canada. Some of it might get over New England maybe as we get toward the 26th, which would be Tuesday. So I'll have to see. We may have to deal with some of this smoke eventually. But, right now, we just got to get this rain to stop, all right? So that's going to wrap it up. We've had enough of this damn rain. It needs to get out of here. I'm sick of this. Please make it end. Thank you for watching.